from the millennium, which is the one that you just alluded to in terms of the habit forming nature of it, and that has to do with the nicotine
Can you all hear me? Hello? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Please type yes on the chat if you can hear me. If you can hear me, please type yes if you can hear me. I can see somebody walking on the road and listening to this. All right, so we're going to look at the major fundamentals for today. Hello, good morning. So my colleague is going to quickly take us for the fundamentals for today. Let us always learn to check our Forex factory. I shouldn't be telling us at this point to check our Forex factory. We should always check it. We should always check our Forex factory. It's very, very important that we check it. So my colleague is going to just run us through Forex factory in some minutes, then we can start. We've already started.
If you can hear me, can you all hear me? Can you hear me? All right. So let's look at fundamentals for today. Okay. Meanwhile, hope you all had a wonderful night rest. Okay, so the fundamentals for today, around by 8:30, okay, we'll be having a news coming out on Swiss franc, that's CHF, okay, and that is the SNB monetary policy assessment. Of course, if you want to know about this news and how it can affect, Swiss franc as a currency, all you just have to do is to click on that button there, okay, just so you know what's it called, what to do when the result of the news comes out. Okay, so we also have another one coming up by 12 p.m. There's a news coming up by 12 p.m. and it's on GPP. You can see that this is actually today is going to be very, very eventful. Okay, we have one on GPP. We have that is on official bank rate votes. We have that of monetary policy summary. We have that of official bank rate. So basically, this news is talking about interest rates. Okay, so with this news, we will know, okay, if the Federal Reserve, all right, increase interest rates in that's Great Britain or not. Do you understand? So the result of this news actually will help us to know the position will be going for this particular instrument. And of course, you know very well that you need to take into consideration pairs where the GPP is quoted on, right? Then we also have another one by 1:30. We have unemployment claim. Okay, it's coming up by 1:30, and this is going to affect the US dollar. Okay, so basically this unemployment claim measures the number of individuals that are filed for unemployment insurance for the first time during the past week. Okay, so with this news, we will know what to do. This news will either give strength to dollar or weaken dollar. We also have another one coming up by 3 p.m. and that is also on dollar. Okay, so that is the Federal Reserve Chairman, that's Jerome Powell. All right, he's going to testify. Okay, so we should all look out for these news today, okay, and try as much as possible to take advantage of these fundamentals. Okay, so I'll be handing over to our main host, that is our analyst for today, for the technical analysis. All right, yeah.
All right, thank you very much for that insight. Like I always say, let us always learn to check Forex factory. This is a currency strength meter from Baby Pips, marketmilk.babypips.com/currency strength. Measures the currencies. So for example, if I look at this currency strength, I'll be looking at trading the AUD, which is very strong, against the Japanese yen, which is weak, or AUD USD, or NZD USD. So you want to be trading the strongest currencies at the moment with the weakest one, right? So let me go to AUD. Now I'm on AUD USD right now. So AUD USD is kind of pushing, but it's kind of pushing up. It's pushing up, right? So let me put in my moving average, okay? It's pushing up, but there's a kind of resistance here. For those of us who probably have this VIP indicator, you know how we use this. And I'm probably waiting for this RSI to go above 50. This RSI has already crossed, right? Let me also do my minor markups. Let me do my minor markups. So for what we can see here, there is a kind of resistance around here. This moving average is acting as a resistance. That moving average is acting as a resistance around here, right? So for us to get into a buy for AUD USD, we'll be looking at this particular area here. This particular area will be like a buy zone for AUD just before this resistance here, right? Just before this resistance here, because that was going to coincide with this RSI going above 50 and the stochastic RSI has already crossed. You can see that the stochastic RSI is in an oversold level, right? It was selling from here, sold all the way to this point, and now it is pushing back up. Same thing with this RSI here. So if this particular candle can break above this zone, there's like a zone here. Here. See, you see this place, these two lines like a resistance zone. Can break above them, they might, but there's a likelihood that price might even be pushed down from that place because we are on a downtrend. On 1 hour, we're on a downtrend because this RSI is still below what 50. So what I'm probably expecting based on the trend is for price to go up, be rejected from this resistance zone, then start pushing down. So for myself, I'll be looking at selling around this area here down to this weak support. So the idea is that price is going to be rejected around here. And my preference is a sell, but in my buy, my preference is a sell strictly because the trend is a downtrend. In a downtrend, you want to be looking out for for sells. Now look at this moving average here. Moving average here is acting as a resistance, like it has done before. Look at it here. Can you see it here? So price came here. You can see how this moving average and this weak resistance blocked price from moving up, and then price came all the way down. Try to kind of go close to moving average, it was pushed down. It was at this point that it broke it, right? So if it breaks it again, looking at maybe price buying up to this place, but if it's not able to break above this region, then price will be looking to do what? Come down. Do we understand? Okay, so that is my take for AUD USD. Let me go back to my market mail to check. So AUD USD, AUD JPY. Let's go to AUD JPY. E30 should be moving by now. AUD JPY. Yes, AUD JPY. You can see that there's a kind of similarity between AUD USD and AUD JPY. But on AUD USD, we already have like price has already broken. Okay. On 1 hour, it's being rejected. Can you see? On 1 hour, this moving average is rejecting the price, right? So let's go back to 15 minutes. If price comes down below here, you should be looking at selling AUD USD. And if you're looking to buy AUD USD, you want to be buying around this region here. So ideally, what you should be looking out for is for price to break and close, right? You want the price, which has already happened here anyway. The price has broken above this moving average, but it is doing it on 15 minutes. But on 1 hour, it is still being rejected off of this moving average. So for my buy entry that is above this moving average. Can you see? I'm placing above this moving average and above this high. The logical thing to do is to wait for price. Price has already broken, so I'm probably expecting it to at least go up here. But the issue is that on 1 hour, which is where I'm looking at the trend, it is being rejected. So what might likely happen is that price is going to attempt to act as if he wants to go up, then reject, which is like what is happening here, right? But here it has already broken, so it might even go up here, might go up and get to this point. But anyway, whatever happens between those two, I've given us the entries for those for the two biases. You can take a picture to know the area. You can see where I placed my buy. AUD JPY 15 minutes, I placed my buy above this recent high. Above this recent high. Placed my sell below this recent low on what? On 15 minutes. I like to know my entries, give my entries on, know what the trend is on 1 hour, and then give my entries on what? On 15 minutes. So we've done AUD USD and AUD JPY. Let's see, I think D30 or Euro USD will be doing something right now. Euro USD. Euro USD is always moving. What of D? Let us check D30. See? Look at D30. Always moving in the morning. Always. Even before we start this, you guys should always check D30. D30 moves in the morning. You can make a lot of money before you even go to work. You can always check D30 for yourself. Look at, you've already missed all of these moves. Look at, it has been going down. Look at this crazy move here. Now D30 is trying to go down to this particular support, right? That is like a strong support. Look at it on 4 hours. You see that that's this particular support. Look at last time price got here. Price got to that support, it was rejected. Last time it got there, it was rejected. Look at it here again. It got here, it was pushed up. Got almost did as if it was breaking through the support, but ended up closing above it. Look at it here. So this particular support has, it's a very key area because price has tested it multiple times and has been pushed up. Can you see it? Can you see it here? Look at it here. Look at it here. Look at it here. Right? So there's a likelihood that price might get to that point and same thing will happen again. Oh, I didn't do you see what you see? I didn't have my setup, so I'll have to change it back so I can see my setup. That's the only. If I don't have this setup, I can't really do anything. I need to have this RSI and this stochastic RSI here and some other things so I will know. All right, look at where price started going down. I think from here. Right now we are on a what? We're on a downtrend. We're on a what? We're on a downtrend, but this is about getting to a support. It's getting to a what? To a support. So this is a very strong area. You can see on 15 minutes, you have verified support, like about 3 of them. So there's a likelihood that price will not be able to break through this region. So this is like a support region here. So I don't really think price will be able to break that region, right? So this is like this is like an area where we should be looking to do what? Buy, right? So what we should probably do is to start looking out for buy opportunities, right? So once price starts to go up around here, trying to put it just above here. Once price starts to go up, because we're expecting some rejection, right? So price is moving into this support zone, and we're expecting that at any time from now, the price is going to be pushed towards, it's going to start pushing up. You can go to 5 minutes to see maybe that play out. Like around this area now, you can see proven support, untested support, verified support. So this is like a very strong support region. You can go to 5 minutes, or you can stay here in 15 minutes and start looking out for a what? A bullish what? Candle to form. Once the first bullish candle forms, this is on 15 minutes. This is still bearish. You are seeing red candles here. Once the first, because we're expecting resistance around this region, we don't expect this candle to go below here and come to this side. Once these candles form, once a bullish candle forms, that's on 15 minutes. Once the first one forms, right, you can go in for a buy on the second candle, or you can do it on 5 minutes. You can go to 5 minutes and wait for the first bullish candle to form on 5 minutes. Then on the second bullish candle, you can enter in for a what? For a buy. Or you can just buy from this area that I've given us, right? You can see the area that I've given us here on what? On D30. We really missed that move. Really missed that move. So I think whenever we start MMR next time, I think the first instrument we should be looking at is D30 and Euro USD, because those are the ones that move. That is the buy. Now for the sell, I don't really think this might play out, but if price is able to break, I don't want us to place a sell if price, I don't really see price breaking below this support. But at the same time, I don't want us to say we want to place a sell once price breaks below this support. So my only preference, can you see what's happening? It's kind of pushing up. Can you see? On 5 minutes. Can you see what I was talking about? On 5 minutes. Can you see? So I'm only giving us like a buy preference around here, because I don't want us to be placing a sell below a what? Below a support. It is not advisable to be placing sells below a support, especially after price has gone down like this. The more price goes down, the more dangerous it is to place a sell. And the more price goes up, the more dangerous it is to place a what? To place a buy. Okay. All right. So I only have a buy preference for D30. There's a like the only time you can probably sell it is when this buy gets to a resistance. So this particular buy that is here right now might get to this point, this resistance here, and start coming back down. Or it might get to this moving average here and starts what's coming down, right? But I only gave us a buy preference. We're on a downtrend, so this buy is like a short buy, because it might go up and then start pushing down. So this particular buy might buy up to this stone cold support and then start pushing back down. I'm saying that purely because the trend is a what? Is a down trend. All right. Let's go to my favorite instruments to trade. US indices. So I want to clean this. Can't really do much. I need to see my. And I click on all of the time frames to make sure that everything is clean. Doing some little house cleaning. Now, US 100 is around, on 1 hour, it's around here. It's been selling for a while. Selling from here. And now it is at a proven resistance. Sorry, proven support. Look at it here. So you can see that this area is like a support area here. Look at the last time price got to this particular resistance area, what happened? It was pushed up to this point. It came back down to this area, was pushed up to this point, and now it is back against that area, trying to test it for another time. Look to your left. Look to your left as well. Look here. Look here. Price did as if you wanted to. Look to your left. Can you see here? Can you see what happened here? Price came down at this same point, was rejected. Came down at this point, was rejected, rejected. It did as if it wanted to close below it, but it was pushed back up. Came here, rejected, rejected, rejected. How many rejections? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now it is coming back to that same area. This is a proven what? Support. This is a proven support. So we're expecting price to be rejected at some point. Okay. So if you want to go in for your buy, once price starts to reject, maybe around this area on US 2000, right? So we are expecting price to do what? To reject. You're expecting price to reject off of this verified support and start what? Pushing up, right? So I would have given us a sell preference, but like I said, I don't like to place sells below a support, especially if it is a very strong support, because what happened here might happen again. Look at what happened here. Look at here. Can you see this is the support? Price did as if you wanted to trade below that support, but price was pushed back up and price started going up. So it is really dangerous. You want to be buying at a support and you want to be selling at a what? At a resistance. It seems that there's a kind of buy momentum trying to pick up at this particular point. So the trend is a downtrend though, but you know, a downtrend can just continue until it meets a support, and an uptrend can continue until it meets a resistance. Do you understand? So a downtrend cannot continue for life. An uptrend cannot also continue for life, right? Okay. Let me go for US 100. Let me check Euro USD. No, gold. Let me check gold. Gold, you click on the refresh your page, refresh everything. Then I change it to my favorite VIP indicator, the stochastic RSI. I've been using this indicator since October 2021. All right, so this is good right now. This is good. So I'm going to just draw like a trend line to let me know. So we know we are on a downtrend. Add my moving average. Go to 15 minutes and look at areas where I might likely pick my trade from. So for gold, my preference is a what? Is a sell, because the trend is what? Is downwards, right? So I'm going to be entering a sell around this region here for gold. That's where I'm going to be entering my sell. So you can see I'm entering my trades on 15 minutes. I'm entering my trades on 15 minutes. There's a lot of resistance here. There is the moving average is acting as a resistance here. The trend line acting as a resistance. You have verified resistance. You have verified resistance. So there's a whole lot that is blocking gold from going up. This area will be like an area for a buy here. But like I said, I don't really like to place a buy above the resistance. I prefer to place a buy from a support instead of placing it above a resistance. I just gave us only this sell entry for gold. So that is my take on on gold. Okay. US 100, US 30, US 500. Let me check. Let me do Euro USD. Fresh. On different time. Do some little house cleaning. First, clean up your charts. Click on. So if you look at what's happening here now, you see that Euro USD is on a what? Is on a resistance. Here. There's a resistance here. If you look to your left, the last time price got to that particular resistance, what happened? It went down. Then it came up. Now it is getting to that particular resistance again. And then based on our knowledge of technical analysis is the study of the past movement of a financial asset with the aim of using that particular information to forecast its future price movement. So right now, the trend on Euro USD is an uptrend. The trend on Euro USD currently is what? Is an uptrend. As you can see here, let me add my moving average. Right, so Euro USD should likely sell all the way, buy to this verified support. Right, can buy all the way to this verified support. So I'm going for Euro USD at this point. You can leave your take profit open and see if it will try and break that verified resistance. Sorry, not verified support, that verified resistance. You can see that the trend line, the moving average, they are all acting as support and they are pushing this price upwards. Besides, price is on an uptrend. So we're expecting a what? More of buys. Okay. Expecting more of buys. But Euro US is not really moving. So if I was to take I just took Euro USD because it's kind of is a popular currency. But if I'm to take any currency pair, it will be from here. For example, I can go and look at NZD-CHF or AUD-CHF. Let me check NZD-CHF. NZD-CHF. You can see how it is. You can see these are the kind of markets that you want to be trading in. Markets that are moving. Can you see? Can you see that we just missed? Look at the move that we just missed now. You can see how this can help you a whole lot. So if you don't know, if you know how to get here, get to market milk. Get to market milk, and then go to baby peeps, babypeeps.com, and then look for click on market milk, so that you can milk the market. The market milk is for milking the market, right? So NZDCHF. If I check AUDCHF as well, this move now, we've already missed it. If I check AUDCHF, you might see the same thing happening. AUDCHF. Chart window. We can see the same kind of a similar movement happening in AUDCHF. So you can see how I can't really tell you to place a buy now because the market has been buying for a while. It's dangerous to enter a buy. If you want to enter a buy, you should be looking at entering a buy at the support. Once the price has gone high like this, at the support, the price was somewhere around 0.60350. Now the price has gotten very high to 0.60674. It's dangerous to be buying here. You know, somebody who bought here, if you did MMM here, somebody who bought here is like somebody who entered MMM in January. And somebody who is buying here is like somebody who is entering MMM in November. You are taking a very big risk. You might lose all your money. If you want to enter into a business, into something, you want to enter it as early as possible, so you can gain from it on time. Okay. So let me give my take on. So those two instruments I just opened now, they're already moving, so we'll have to leave them alone. US 100. All right, for US 100 is currently on a what? On a downtrend. Okay. It's currently on a what? On a downtrend. Okay. But it's kind of trading slowly. Look at it's not, the candles are not really that big. You know, the market has been kind of ranging a bit, but we can establish that trend is on a what? Is on a downtrend. So we are going to be looking out for more of sales. US 100 might not really move this morning, but around 2:30 p.m. you see, you know, some very massive movements on US 100. Okay. Let me. Okay. So for US 100, yeah. So for US 100, you should be looking at the trend is like is a downtrend right now. So we'll be looking at what? At selling around this region here. If this candle can get around this region, you should be looking at selling US what? 100. There's too many resistance, you know, above it. So if you want to buy, you'll be looking at buying when it gets to a support region, right? When it gets to support, I'm looking for a support region below here, but I can't really see. Let me check for 5 minutes and see. Okay, there's a support region around here. So this is probably where you should be looking to buy. remember, like I always say, it's better to buy at a support than to buy above a what? A resistance. It's better to buy at a support than to buy above resistance, right? So we have a lot of stumbling blocks to US 100. But if US 100 can break this particular region, then we might probably be looking out for a short buy. A short buy. You can break above here. You can be looking for a short buy around this place here. If it can break above this resistance and this trend line, if it can do that, then we'll be looking for a what? A short buy. But the trend is a downtrend. It's a what? It's a downtrend. So the best place to buy would actually be at 14974, not here, because this place is buying above a resistance, which I don't really subscribe to buying above a resistance. So this buy that I'm giving you here, somehow, a part of me is saying you should not take it. So yeah, but my preference is a sell because the trend is a what? It's a downtrend. This is on 15 minutes. US 150 minutes. Look at where I put in the sell below these recent lows. Can you see below these 2%? That is where I put it. But this buy is not really a good buy because you are placing a buy above the resistance. You want to be buying at a what? At a support. This is a support. Can you see? When the market got here, when price was dropping. When it got to this support, what happened? You can see how it pushed up. You want to be buying at a support and you want to be selling from a what? From a resistance. That is my take on US 100. When they ask for oil, I don't really do oil. I don't do oil because I don't really like trading oil. So when it comes to commodities, the only commodity I probably do is gold because gold reacts directly with the what? With the US dollar. Okay. Okay. You can see that this D30 has pushed up and can we see it? You can see that I was not able to break this support that has pushed up and it has. For those of us that took this trade, should be in profit by now. US 2000 is trying to push up as well from this support. Can you see? It was always good to buy from your support. Look at from here. But now it is pushing up into this buy zone like we talked about. Okay, you can see that, right? Can you see it? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I should just let me check market milk and see if there's anything I can. You have AED USD, AED CHF, because those ones have already moved. Let me check NZD USD. NZD USD. NZD USD. NZ, oh, look at moving as well. You guys can, for NZD USD, you can enter a buy at the current market price. For NZD USD, you can enter a buy at the current market price and take your profit at this resistance here. Right? So you can see it has been pushing up and it is going towards this resistance. So you can enter a buy at the current market price and be looking at taking your profits at this. So don't worry, don't leave the just a little bit above little bit above here is recent high, but this is like the best place to have entered this buy here. Now that it has pushed up, it's kind of dangerous to enter that buy, but you can still look to enter your buy when price gets above this recent high here. If price can get above this recent high, you can enter your buy and take your profits at the point where price got to before and started coming back down. So that is for NZD USD. Let me check. NZD USD is currently on an uptrend. So then for if price decides to start coming down, you want to enter a sell around this region here. You want to enter a sell around this region here for the sell on what? NZD USD. So you want to enter a sell around that region, and then but my preference is a buy simply because price is what is on an uptrend. Okay, simply because price is on an upward trend. Okay. I think the buy on Euro USD has also gotten to take profit. So if you check it, you can see the buy on Euro USD got that point. What do we just do now? It did. Yes. NZD USD. Okay, that should be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2 currencies, 3 indices. No, 3 currencies, 3 indices. All right, I don't want to. I have to look for another commodity to do apart from oil. Except you want me to give you. I just did gold now. Someone is asking me about gold. I just did gold. I just did gold. All right. Let me check if GBP USD is moving. GBP USD is moving. Nice, 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 nice. Quickly. GBP USD is moving. GBP USD is moving. So GBP USD is currently on on an uptrend, right? It is currently on an upward trend. So we want this particular candle to finish. Once this particular candle closes above this moving average, we should be looking at entering a buy. So in the next three or so minutes, the candle should be done with. We're entering a buy and looking to take our profits around here. This will be where we'll be looking to take our profits around this region here. For the buy onwards. But then you have all of these resistances here. But you should be able to break them. Be able to break. Not really. Let's not say that. Hold on. This is a resistance. This is a resistance area. No. Forget about what I just said now. This is a resistance area. And with according to our to what we know about technical analysis, I'm expecting price to go here and be pushed down. Right? This is, look at it. Last time price went there, price came down. So if price can come down below this area, looking for what is sell on what GBP USD. price can come down around this point. Should be looking for that sell on QPS. But I've told you to enter a buy here, but there's so much resistance going on here, right? So ideally, maybe you want to enter a buy after above this resistance, but like I always say, I don't really like to take buys above a resistance. So I'll just stick with the sell. I'll just stick with the sell here, right? There's a likelihood that if this thing goes up, it might try to break here, it might try to go here, it might try to go here. So for the buy, if price is able to, so instead of me, this area is like is actually like a resistance region. So I could probably be taking the buy inside this resistance area here. So here, right? Probably taking that buy. This is actually a resistance region, but it's possible that price might go up, go into here, or I could even take an instance buy. I could take an instance buy and take the instance buy up to here, up to this resistance. Like I can take an instant buy from here as well and take it up to this resistance, right? I'll take an instant buy, but this is a currency pair. That distance might not be much, might not really do much for you. Might not really do much for you. So I'll try to take an instant buy all the way to this verified what resistance. Yeah. So I think this one is preferable to this one because this one is taking the buy above the resistance. And like I always say, it's not really advisable to take a buy above the resistance because price might go like what happened here. Look at what happened here. You can see how price went a bit above this resistance. Look at it here. Went a bit above the resistance, but came back down. Look at it here again. Went a bit above it, came back down, and came all the way down to this point before it did as if it wanted to go up. So you can take a buy at this market price and just stop it at this point here. All right, this is that is it. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I did more of currencies today. I don't normally do currencies like that, but so like I always say, always try to US 30 is trading very, look at it, it is not really moving. US 500 is not also moving very well. So you can just let those ones go. You don't really want to be trading in a market that is not really moving, right? So we did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We did AUD USD, we did AUD JPY, D30, US 2000, gold, US 100, NZD USD, and GBP USD. Okay, so that is my take for today's class. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and see you again. On gold, someone said network was bad. On gold, you should be looking to sell because the trend is a downward trend. It's downward, so you should be looking for a sell. Mr. Adetoba Adeni. Okay. I just did that right now. So thank you guys. If you need any of the indicators, this is a VIP indicator. To get this indicator, you need to fund at least 1 million naira. You can see that across all of my charts, just the indicator here. D30 has gotten to a take profit. Can you see it? And it's pushing down from that point. Right? You can see it. You can see it. Euro USD as well. And see where it got to before it started coming back down. So GBP USD as well. has gotten to that point that I talked about, right? AED USD is beginning to enter that zone. I think it went for the sell. I think my preference for AED USD was a sell. If I'm not, was it a sell or was it a buy? I can't even remember. I think it has gotten to that sell. And now it's going to the buy region. Or is it? No, I think this is, so it's going for that buy right now. As you can see. Okay. We also did which one again? AEDJPY. Here's AEDJPY. AEDJPY. Can you see? We can see AEDJPY pushing up. You can see AEDJPY pushing up. We did NZD USD. Those, I think I just enter like at current market price, right? At current market price on NZD USD. Yeah, still enter at current market price. And okay. I don't think it was here. I think it was it. I did NZD USD. I did NZD USD. So at current market price and stop at this weak resistance here. I remember saying that probably I forgot to draw the zone. Then GBP USD has gotten to that take profit. So thank you guys. My name is Julian, and it was a pleasure to be here with you today. We'll probably meet in the next two or 3 weeks again. But if you want this VIP indicator, you need to fund your account with at least 1 million naira. I can't do anything without this indicator. Can't. It's almost as if I'm paralyzed without it. Look at US 2000 pushing up as well. All right, let's stop here. Thank you guys and have a nice day. Bye.